Hey there, my name's Luke, and if you clicked on this video, you probably saw the last one. See, yesterday we talked about how to train so you don't get badiddy. Now, a lot of what I talked about yesterday was about diet, but I think it's time to consider another point of training, the actual training. What do you do in the gym? I want you to get out of the cardio mindset. I know you probably want to lose weight, and you've been trying to get into this cardio. Oh, I gotta run, By the way, great, I'm proud of you. But cardio is motivation only. Cardio is temporary. If I eat a pizza tomorrow, the 5-mile run I did today means nothing. Well, not nothing. Good for heart health overall. But I'm talking calorie-wise. If you want to lose fat, gain muscle, cardio isn't optimal for that. Cardio is going to help you lose fat, but it's going to mess with your metabolism to the point where you hold on to calories even more. The best thing to do is to weightlift. So weightlift and then do a little bit of cardio. Weightlift and then get your steps in every day. I know I do. I got 13,000 steps today, and I'm about to walk home and all that stuff. I'll probably hit 14 by the end of the day. So, you get your steps in. I'm assuming you're at a job where you probably do get your steps in some way, but now it's time to get your muscle growth in, to get your free weight, to get your weights up. So, how to train, how to get bigger, how to get swole, I'm trying to conjure the video title for this. I had it a few minutes ago. How to get big. What's stopping you? That's what it was. It was why you can't grow in the gym. That's what it is. Why you can't grow. Well, you're not eating enough. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I've always been a little heavier set of a boy, but I'm noticing that my weight is staying the same. So part of that has to do with diet, but we're really talking about weights today. A lot of times on my bad days, I'll only do cardio. And that's something I've got to get out of, that mindset of cardio. I need to get out of that because it's useless. Because the next day, I don't have any bigger muscles. Actually, it might even wreck your muscles to the point where, it tears a lot, but nothing really grows. It just kind of tears it, and then it heals back. So what you want is some real, stimulus on there. And another part of the title is you have a mental block in the gym. Why you have a mental block in the gym? That's the title of the video. Because there is. Now, you probably have a different mental block than me, depending on the stage of the gym that you're in. But you're either one of two things. You're either just starting out at the gym and you're motivated. And motivation is great when you first start out because you need that to power through, and you need that you're creating a habit. You're creating something that becomes part of your identity. Going to the gym becomes part of your identity. And you have to understand that, and you have to be accepting of that. You can't just say, oh yeah, I go to the gym, and then it kind of falls off. I was motivated, And when you start going to the gym, I don't want you to tell your friends right away. I want you to just start going. Actually, I don't want you to tell your family. I don't want you to tell your friends, your spouse, your girlfriend at all. Now, if she asks, where have you been? Oh yeah, I was going to the gym. Oh really? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it yet. Let me figure out what I'm doing there first, and I'll get back to you when I have something to tell. Because another thing about bringing things into fruition is the more you talk about something, the less actually happens. So if I tell 100 of my friends, not that I have 100 friends, if I told 100 people, hey, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm doing all that, blah, 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 and then you actually, you go for the first month, people go, wow, that's really great, but they don't see results. You do. You see that your muscles are growing, but no one really cares. So, at first you get this big surge of people going, yeah, that's awesome. And then after a month, it kind of falls off because they're not living your life. They don't need to motivate you. It doesn't matter to them. So they're like, okay, whatever, he's going to the gym. Makes them feel a little bit bad about themselves because maybe they're not going to the gym. Then what happens is all your motivation that you were deriving from those people, you have to create now. You have to create for yourself. So now that motivation becomes discipline, that becomes habit. And you need to actually, I think it goes from motivation to discipline to habit. So discipline is great. Discipline is all about mental fortitude, saying, I'm going to go to the gym no matter what. I'm going to go to the gym because I have to go to the gym. But you're going to get to the point where you're going to go to the gym because you just go to the gym. You won't even consciously think about it. You don't need discipline for it. You'll just go. Like that's a part of who you are. So that's the next step for me. So right now I'm disciplined to go to the gym. But I'm still working on the habit. It's partial habit. I would say 25% habit, 75% discipline. And then obviously there's some motivation mixed in there. Because you need it. You need music. You need a little bit of caffeine. You need an energy drink here and there. You need that sometimes. I get it. We're not all The Rock. And we're not all on gear too. Oh, who said that? But that's besides the point. Now, I don't know what stage of the process that you're in. You might be skinny fat or skinny, or maybe you're just a little bit more heavier set. But I feel like this applies to everybody. If you're skinny fat, cardio is not going to work for you. Why? Because you're skinny fat. And what do you mean by skinny fat? I mean you're skinny, but you have 20 pounds of fat on you and no muscle. So you're not fat. Everyone says, oh, you don't need to lose weight, bro. Yeah, I do. Brother, I'm skinny, but I got 20 pounds of fat on me with no muscle. When I take my clothes off, I don't look good. With my clothes on, I look stellar. Now, for all the skinny boys out there, you're skinny. Even in clothes, you don't look 100%. Your arms show, and you try to wear hoodies all the time and long sleeves to not show off the fact that your arms are small. And I get it, man. I'm in that boat too. I'm skinny fat, so I understand where you're coming from. And also for the big boys out there, I've been 190 before, and let me tell you, 190 on me looks big. I'm like 5'10" on a good day if I stand up real straight. I am big. I was big. I'm 170 now, but I was 190. So 20 pounds overweight and fat and no muscle on there? Yeah, I've been big, bro. Not big, not crazy big, but I understand where you're coming from. When I got to 195 one day when I had a lot of water weight on me, and I usually was at 190, but when I got up to 195, I realized I got a problem. And it really is it's a mental struggle. It's a mental block, right? So when I was 195, I was not happy. I was stress eating. I was not conscious of my physical activity. And I was not conscious of the food I was putting in my body. When you start prioritizing your food, my hunger levels are 0 now. I'm not hungry for food anymore. I get hungry, but I don't crave food. Food is an addiction. And if you're skinny, you need to get a little bit addicted. And if you're big, you need to figure out that addiction. So, I understand how guys can be skinny. It's the fact that you're not eating the right foods. All it is a choice. If you're skinny, go to Walmart, go to Aldi, go to Winn-Dixie, go to Publix, go wherever, and get junk food. But don't just eat a little junk food. I mean, eat your junk food, bro. Go to McDonald's, get your protein in, get 50 grams of protein per meal, 3 times a day, and then have snacks on top of that. The average person needs to hit 2,000 calories a day, right? Whoa, this guy's on me. So, the average person needs approximately 2,000 calories a day. If you're skinny, you might need to bump that up to 2,500 to 3,000. Now, there's a couple reasons you're skinny. You're probably doing crazy cardio. You're probably really small, so the calories that you eat, they don't really grow much on you, so you need to pack it down. You can easily down 2,000 to 3,000 calories in a meal with the right mindset. It can be done. There's a reason Cheddar's and McDonald's are unhealthy places, because you can pack down the calories real easy. You just need to learn the hunger for it. So watch a Matt Stoney video and challenge yourself. It's honestly kind of fun. I've done that. I've done that to the point where I was already hungry, right? And I'm already a hungry dude. I'm a snack boy. I like food. And then on top of that, I felt motivated to try to eat big meals. And I was consciously doing it. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not trying to eat to the point where I can't eat anymore. But at one point, yes, I was doing that. And then we got to a point where, I lost a lot of weight. I got down to 150. Skinny as hell. How'd I do it? Change your mindset around food. I didn't eat breakfast because I forgot. I did 9-hour shifts where I was on my feet all day, manhandling dogs. And then for lunch, I just didn't really bring my lunch. So sometimes I ate lunch, sometimes I didn't. And then for dinner, my family knows how to cook, and we know how to cook healthy. So I'd have one solid dinner. Rice, vegetables, chicken, lean cuts of meat. Simple, right? However, I lost a lot of weight and I didn't gain any muscle because I wasn't doing anything about it. So I ended up being skinny fat. I didn't look very good. My face wasn't structured at all because, I was younger too, so I was ugly as hell when I was little. I hate that dude. I hate myself when I was 16. I was disgusting looking. I hate every picture, but I hold on to it because I never want to be back at that. I never want to be back at that. So I've gotten stronger over time, and obviously I've grown up since then, so my face has changed. There's a reason why people can look at you and eyeball your age. It's because your face changes over time. Not just in weight, not just in musculature, but, things do change. One thing is I've always loved chewing gum. And yeah, recently I've gotten mastic jawline gum. You can get the Turkish Phelim gum on Amazon. It's like $8 for 100 pieces. If you don't want to buy the expensive gum that tastes like garbage, just get the Phelim, bro. It tastes good. It's got a minty flavor, but there's no sugar in it. It's just good. But let's get back to training. There's a mental block when you're lifting weights. There's a couple ways to overcome it. Music, caffeine, friends, etc. Now, it's something that you have to work for over time. First of all, when you first start going to the gym, you're weak. So 5 pounds of weight, you're like, ah. So I understand that, maybe the weight that you're doing right now is difficult for you. So you don't feel like doing it. So you have to start understanding that when you go to the gym, and you're starting to lift weights and you're doing 3-4 sets, 8 to 12 reps per set, that weight, you need to stop thinking about it as I'm in the gym right now. You need to start thinking about it as I have to lift this weight right now. So it's something that you build up over time. I'm still trying to learn it, and I've been going to the gym for 3 months. You have to... It's not that you can't do the weight. You probably can. But you have a mental block saying, I can't lift this. But you can. Because switch out that weight with like a human, or a person or a friend, and you're trying to keep them from falling off a building, it's not just adrenaline. It's a different mindset. Like, it's practical, right? If you're lifting groceries, I bet that you can lift 50 pounds of groceries. But when you're in the gym, you've got a 50-pound bar and you can't lift it. It's not because you can't lift it, it's because your mindset is in the right place. And no one talks about this, but it is very real. You have a mental block that's saying, I can't lift this bar, but you can. You just don't understand yet, and it's okay. But I want you to get that in your head, that it's in your head. It's in your subconscious saying, I don't feel like lifting this. I'm in the gym right now. I don't need to lift that. But you can, and you need to, because that's how you stimulate growth. Pushing past your own brain and your own muscle power and saying, I'm lifting this even though I probably can't, and still lifting it, that's how you grow. And then, on top of that, you get your protein in and you get some solid calories down. Now that's the ticket. Today I had the most beautiful sweet potato with cinnamon on top and some couscous with vegetables mixed in with a salmon. And then I took some honey mustard and put that on top with a Coke Zero and some vitamin water. For breakfast I had, some knockoff Cheez-Its with some turkey slices and a chunk of cheese, Colby Jack. And that was my breakfast. And then on top of that, for dinner is going to be a solid, rice, beans, sazon, the vegetables with some pulled pork on top and some shredded cheese with some chamoy hot sauce and salsa. That stuff's going to be good. Trying to eat for bulk, trying to get bigger. I've gotten to a point where I've been 170 for so long, it's time to grow. And it's time to accept the fact that I may get a little bit more belly fat. And that's okay, because I can lose that in a couple weeks. That ain't no problem. But what is a problem is me not hitting bigger weights at the gym. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit bigger weights. And I'm going to eat more. I need a pre-workout snack. That's one big thing that's is a factor right now, is that I have a variable, snack where sometimes I do, sometimes I don't before the gym. So I think I need to start bringing snacks to eat before the gym. And that might just be like a, PB&J or something. I don't know yet. Actually, I should start making those. I got a bunch of bread. I know I got a little bit of jelly, and I got some peanut butter. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching this video, because you just gave me the idea to make some PB&Js and eat that right before the gym, because it's got bread. It's got a decent little bit of protein. Got some fat in there and some sugar. So that jelly is fake, so it's going to burn quick. I've got honey at the house too. But I reserve that honey for ice or sweet tea or some warm tea before going to bed. That's another thing. I haven't had my tea before bedtime, so I need to start having that. I'm also doing my juice in the morning too. I got some orange juice mixed with some berry juice I've been having. And I've been drinking milk with dinner too. Get another 16 grams of protein in and another couple hundred calories. You can get your calories in from pretty much anywhere. Now, if you start gaining crazy weight, okay, bro, change it up. But I was sick recently, and I'm still really sick right now, honestly. I haven't gotten over it 100%. But, you just got to keep working. You got to keep fighting yourself, and you got to keep pushing. You got to keep getting past that mental block. You got to start eating more, and you do all right. Keep changing up your diet. Variability means everything. So don't just say, I'm only going to eat that. Bro, you don't need to be a restrictive dieter. I've done it all. I have literally said, I'm going to be strict on my diet. I'm not going to be strict. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to get 50 grams of protein in per meal, and that's the only requirements that I have, and I'm still 170. I have eaten everything I've wanted. I've gone out on weekends and had a couple drinks, and I am still 170. So I need to start eating more. Now, obviously, I won't go too crazy. And, my goals have been ambiguous before. Where I'm like, oh yeah, I probably need to cut because I got some fat here. But I think I'll just keep growing muscle until I'll naturally look leaner. And then all I have to do is lose like 5-10 pounds of fat, and I'll be straight. Instead of the 20 that I probably have on me. Another thing is, I think I'll start doing burpees for breakfast. I'll start doing some push-ups and some body weight squats. It's good for abs too, good full body. Wake myself up. Plus, it's like 2 workouts in the day. I won't go too crazy, but just enough to get the blood flow moving. I think it's going to be pretty solid. But anyways, I hope I helped you out today. Get past your mental block. And let's get bigger together. I'll see you. Bye now.